We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Colts very strong in that victory a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape, because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting...
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. So a big defensive play there on the opening drive, no less, as they make the interception and bring it back for the score.
And I think that's a signal for how this defense wants to play. They want to be disruptive, and you know they're going to take some chances.
Well, sometimes it can burn you, but right there, it paid off. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. You know, in our research packet this week, prepping for the game, so many articles from the local beat writer about the offensive struggles of this team and what will they do this offseason. What do you think they'll do?
Well, number one, they'll turn to their self-scouting report. And every team that's any good does this. They have outside groups. Check out their team, scout them, and tell you who can play, who can't play, and reasons why. Some of it may just be health. They have to get some guys healthy and back out on the field. But overall, evaluate this squad and make the changes that you need to.
Man in motion left. That's Collins. Here's a fake on the jet sweep, and instead a give up the middle. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You look at this Colt defense. They were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. The Texans at 4-12 now on the year. They've lost 3 straight here, and it kind of goes without saying, I guess, but they could certainly use a win.
Yeah, no doubt about that. There's a difference between a losing stretch and a losing streak, and right now, they're not playing their best football, but if they were to fall here, and now you're looking at going 4 games without a win, things can start compounding themselves pretty quickly from this point forward.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Here we go. Go street.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now a 2nd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33. Give him 17 on the pickup there, and the Texans also get a new set of downs.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 10 more there and another first down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
On 1st down, here's Stroud. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Here's 2nd and 10. A run for Pierce out of the gun. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Here's 3rd and 7.
18, Pioneer.
Going for it with Pierce. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Stroud to throw it. Touchdown, Texans! Antonio Gibson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans are an extra point away from drawing level. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he gets this all the way down to the 20. What a return. Almost broke it for 6.
And that's the type of return that puts a tremendous amount of pressure on the defense now. They've got to go out on the field almost like it's a sudden change, almost like it's a turnover. They've got to go out there and try and stop them. But, boy, what a tough spot they're in.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Richardson out of the shotgun. Looking this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. Jalen Petrie picks it off, and the Texans are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Now a run on 1st down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, that's exactly what you're looking for.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
19 tight, 19 tight.
Here's Stroud. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. So the completion good for 7 there. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
65 10, 65 10.
These two teams all tied after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Ready for the second quarter from Houston. It's the Texans in possession of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
Let's go now.
Now Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. Now they'll change things up. Hand off left side, Pierce. And he'll be tackled at about the 35. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Another carry for Pierce. And he'll be stopped at about the 38 after a pickup of 4. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
The Texans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That is caught. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
But they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Pierce takes it straight ahead. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality. A new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Okay, break.
2nd down and 6 now.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler, 19 Lions. Buffalo 18.
Stroud. Got his man, Dell. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Stroud now on 3rd and 2. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Back to the ground with Pierce. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Mustang 19. Go.
Stroud out of the gun here. A short one going to be taken in here by Schultz. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Third and 4.
Pioneer. 79 Broncos.
Throwing now is Stroud. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Good starting field position for the Colts as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Richardson has to get them to the line in a hurry now.
A 6-yard pickup.
To throw is Richardson. To throw on 2nd down. This is caught. It's Brown. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there finding him in stride for really good yardage.
Meanwhile, Richardson's throw into the hands of Pittman here. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Now it's Richardson. Over the middle here to Brown. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, Richardson back to throw it. To the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. His 2nd rushing touchdown on the campaign and 4th overall. And the Colts will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead is now 14-10. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Come on, come on.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive.
19 tight, 19 tight, 60 ball count, 60 ball count. 7 Pirates.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Collins. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Any questions of how they'd approach this drive were answered right there. They come out throwing, and they get a nice pickup here toward the end of the first half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Hey, Trav. 18 right, 19 right. Buffalo 18.
Stroud looking to throw. Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. He'll get this down to the 38. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
From the 38 now, here comes 2nd and 8. As Stroud now to throw. That is caught by Dell. And they're going to have a first down. They're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
This is our last chance. What you're working with.
Let's go now.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Check smash, check smash. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Mustang 19.
Stroud working out of the gun. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Colts are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these 2 teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. Nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Richardson looking to throw this. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left. These 2 teams met in Indy earlier in the year with the Colts coming out on top. So a win here in Houston would give them the season sweep. Second and 10. Now Richardson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 33 yards that time.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it. So on comes the field goal unit. This is a 49-yard attempt, right hash. And Gay knocks this one through, and that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So the defense able to force the interception, and the offense working their way into field goal range and able to get 3 out of it.
Yeah, and give them credit for that. They took the ball, maneuvered it downfield, and while they couldn't get exactly what they wanted, which was a touchdown, they did get 3 points out of it, so they paid off what the defense gave them. Both sides will be thrilled with that.
Final play of the half, Stroud. Quick slant, Dotson. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. 1 touchdown is the difference. 17-10 our score, and we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And running with power here. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They've kept him in check until that run. That's the first time he's really gotten loose in this game.
And they have to keep that in mind. Don't dwell on the fact that he finally had a big run. You kind of are counting on that as the game went on. Get back to what you were doing before. Start limiting him again.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 49-yard line.
They go play action with Richardson. That's going to be taken in by Downs. A 1st down there on a pickup of 25.
So how do you beat man coverage? First of all, you want to be a superior receiver, but you know something, that guy who's covering you, he's usually pretty good too. So the corner route is usually a great spot to get it done.
And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Quick throw out wide, and Pierce has got him. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. Here's Richardson to throw. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And a bit. His guys will get the football back. So that play. I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, and when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
A gain of 3, second down.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
And Pierce gets it again on second down. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a third down.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
Now here's Stroud on third down. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Samson Abuka able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. Here's Cameron Johnston now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. He'll take this inside the 40. Well, pretty woeful there. Just 23 yards on the punt. And the Colts are set up well as they take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. To the right side, this is Taylor. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times.
Partner, we always talk about how important third down is, but I think first down is equally important because everything comes off of that play. If the defense wins the down.
And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Jonathan Greenard running in to pick up the sack. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield of man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this one dropped in the end zone. It looked like a touchdown, but not to be, and now it's 4th down. Gay's kick is good, and they double him up here. That makes our score 20-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
That was well defended, and while it was completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
79 Broncos. Dragon 60. Trap 50. Trap 50.
On first down, here's Stroud. Target is to Dotson, and he's got him. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it'll be second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And he'll make it only to the 43, a gain of 2. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And this offense on third down today, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Stroud to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down by about a yard as they're able to convert on 3rd and 2. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Colts are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there at 22. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A give for Taylor running right side. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. 11 more on that one and another first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's second down.
7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 7-yard line.
Richardson on the bootleg here. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Texans are right back in this football game. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Looking for Dotson. He's got him. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line.
League alert. Buffalo 18. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
1st and 10. It's Stroud. Complete. It's Dodson. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
The 2nd down throw now from Stroud. Flushed out right. They get to Stroud, nowhere to go, and he goes down. Quiddy Pay. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. A tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. Stroud here on 3rd and long. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. He's thankful right now for that sideline because it could have been a fumble loss, instead just a fumble, though they will have to punt it now.
You're right about that, but do you think there's ever been a player happier to see his own punter go on the field than him?
No.
I mean, not at all, right? How fortunate is he that they got a chance to punt it away, and it's not just a turnover at the spot.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Mustang 19.
4th down, 4th quarter. Here's Stroud. That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
18, Pioneer. Hey, Trash.
Now they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. That one downfield for Dodson. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Here we go. Here we go.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now.
70 Timberwolves.
Stroud wants to change it up with an audible. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down by DeForest Buckner. Taken down back at the 49-yard
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
Trap 60, trap 60. 19 tight, 19 tight. 65 cash, 65. Street, street.
Stroud looking to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Colts are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. Stopped by Jacorian Bennett. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Again, it's Taylor. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. 82 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
70.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This is taken at about the 14 and able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Stroud. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Stroud. And this will be incomplete. Boy, can you believe this? That one probably should have been picked too. Instead, it's 4th down.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So this one winds up an Indianapolis victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break.